Cannabinoid biosynthesis, scene 4, take 20. Cannabinoids are chemical compounds found in cannabis plants. There are 144 different cannabinoids, with the most cultivated and well-known being THCA and CBDA.
Damn, I thought it was THC and CBD.
In the plant, cannabinoids exist in their acid forms, hence the A at the end of the name.
Why does a plant even make cannabinoids?
Well, for starters, cannabinoids in the cannabis plant act as defense mechanisms. They have antimicrobial, antifungal, and herbicidal properties. Also, the production of some of these chemical resins prompt the plant to get ready for reproduction, a signal that the plant has flowered and is matured. First step in synthesizing cannabinoids starts with fatty acids, which are then converted to hexoanate, converted to hexanyl-CoA, and then converted to olivetolic acid. Then, geranyl diphosphate from the MEP pathway combines with olivetolic acid into CBGA, which is the precursor for all cannabinoids. Now, if you look at the next image, it shows THCA synthase converting CBGA into THCA. So basically, CBGA is oxidized by FAD, which creates FADH2, and that FADH2 is oxidized in the FAD, resulting in hydrogen peroxide as a byproduct, which acts as a defense for the plant. As for CBGA, it undergoes electron pushing to form THCA. To get the psychoactive form of THCA, you must heat it up to remove the carboxylic acid, which forms THC. If a plant ages over time, the THCA will degrade into THC, which will then degrade into cannabinol, which is a less strong psychoactive metabolite.
What does psychoactive mean?
Well, this is how you see the dog normally. And then this is how you see the dog when you ingest psychoactive THC.
But is there any weaknesses to this process?
Yes, the cannabinoid biosynthesis pathway relies on geranyl diphosphate from the MEP pathway, which is very complex and requires equal amount of pyruvate to G3P to go through the process. If the cannabis plant had unequal pyruvate levels and G3P levels, then you'd simply need to expose it to light to prompt photosynthesis to create pyruvate and the much needed NADP plus that goes into the TCA cycle, which yields G3P. There is a naturally occurring antibiotic, phosmidomycin, which will inhibit DXP becoming MEP, which is the rate-limiting step in the MEP pathway. Also, to create geranyl diphosphate, there needs to be equal amounts of IPP and DMAPP. There is a solution, though. So let's say the MEP pathway is inhibited and it has IPP and DMAPP in unequal levels, so geranyl diphosphate is not being synthesized. The MEV pathway, which is closely related to the MEP pathway, has the intermediates IPP and DMAPP, and it happens in the cytosol, while the MEP pathway happens in the plastids. So the MEV pathway can save the day, lend some IPP and DMAPP, and then those can be converted into geranyl diphosphate for CBGA synthesis or to create monoterpenes. Monoterpenes, which are the end product of the MEP pathway, and sesquiterpenes, which are the end product of the MEV pathway, are essential for plant function because they provide the flavor and scent of the plant, which can attract pollinators or repel predators. So to bring it full circle, geranyl diphosphate is an intermediate from the MEP pathway, which is essential for synthesizing CBGA. And when the MEP pathway is deficient for IPP or DMAPP, it can be supplemented from the MEV pathway. By transferring IPP through the plasma membrane into the plastids, and then the IPP can be isomerized into DMAPP. That's it. That's all it takes. Camera's off. All right, pass it this way. Wow, guys, we really did learn a lot of important information about the pathways of metabolic processes in cannabis. What you guys think? Hey, where'd you guys go? Wow, you guys left when I was doing all those infographics, huh?